Welcome, everybody, to the fourth and final round. We've seen both of these competitors on already today, but they're back for more. Doug Wayman still has 3-mana enchantments in his aggro deck. And Jake sporting the old trusty Golgari Midrange. Let's see how many times he can shoot himself in the foot today.
Well, he definitely has one of the most powerful weapons in the format to do it with.
Yes.
Locked and loaded.
Shoot his foot clean off. Oh, there are way more punts than just the one.
Today's punt count 1.
Yeah. Listen, if you're going to do that, you need to keep track of all the punts. There were like 6 of them in round 1.
Who adds the punt?
The stream runner does.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. I did not know that you could.
Lightning strike on the elemental.
It's a correct choice.
Been an elf and draw land. You always got a big Carnage Tyrant in there. So many elves walking right into this Chain Whirler. Show me one time, Doug Wayman. Show him.
For great justice.
Oh, no. That's not what you want.
Nope, you want to whirl the chains on that one. Because it certainly doesn't do a damn thing against this bad boy.
He has it in hand, too.
Oh, does he?
I think.
Oh,
absolutely.
Geez.
What are you doing, Doug? You had one job, Doug. One job.
Douglas. Mr. Wayman. Nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Nice guy.
Best friend of all Radiant Destinies.
He can come to Christmas dinner any year he wants to at my house. But holy smokes, is he not in charge of my Goblin Chain Whirlers?
No. He is not Gabo sitting my Chain Whirlers, that's for sure.
For sure.
All right, we've got a War Chief. And passing the turn.
Casting something down.
Yeah, you should have attacked first, you dummy.
Okay, Chain Whirler down. I'm wondering what the so like Jake obviously casts the cast down at the end of turn there to maximize the mana, but I'm wondering what like the cost of keeping it up. Like,
So if he attacks there without casting cast down and gets the triple block,
and then gets the cast down?
yeah, that's the end of the game.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is that like so the cost of keeping it in hand is minimal. Like you have 5 mana, so like how many spells are you going to be unable to cast by having to cast this cast down this turn?
Right.
But I think the upside is just gigantic.
Assassin's Trophy. And here comes Carnity. Oh, that's a good attack. I didn't even think about attacking with a Branch Walker, but that's definitely right. So I don't know what's in Doug's hand. But if you're not trying to kill this Chain Whirler, then you're just going to have to throw like 3 of your creatures away.
Yep.
And then you're just at 1. So you just got to go for the Chain Whirler here and hope for the best.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta try and block the Carnage Tyrant.
There you go. So he's taking 4, going down to 2. We need an answer, and a blocker's not going to be it.
This.
So you know there's an Assassin's Trophy on top.
Yeah,
it's a land.
He needs to.
That'll do it.
So chain whirling those goblins would have made a huge difference.
The elves, but yes.
Elves, right.
Holy smokes. Would have gotten 2 Llanowar elves, kept him off of Carnage Tyrant, kept him on the back foot. You would have played the Siege Gang before you played a Carnage Tyrant, and then the game's just yours to lose.
Right.
Not great sequencing there.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll get better.
Yeah.
It'll get better. We always play to get better. Some people incrementally. I know I'm an incremental learner, very incremental sometimes.
Yes. But you get better.
But you get better. You every time you play, synthesize, achieve. I wish that there was a more tribal decks in the format. Like I wish the Goblins deck was like a thing, because they printed like the Goblin War Chief or whatever. And yeah. I don't think they really supported him.
No, I think that's why they thought it was safe to print the Goblin War Chief.
Sure. I mean, so the only times I can remember a Goblins deck being like over the top were when you had what's the name of the 4-drop that lets you look at 4 cards and you get all the Goblins?
Lackey. No, not Lackey. Ringleader.
Yeah, the Ringleader makes it unfair. And Matron.
I mean, Onslaught Goblins were insane.
Yeah, that deck was completely unfair because of those 2 cards.
It didn't run Matron because it wasn't legal. It was in 7th edition last.
And
Lackey.
Urza's Saga.
Yeah, it was last in 7th edition. That was what I was saying.
I know. I'm just saying that in that standard format, it was Urza's Saga, Onslaught.
No. There's like 5 years between Urza's Saga and Onslaught.
What came after Urza's Saga? The Urza block.
I don't know. A whole host of things. It was Odyssey before Onslaught, though.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
I don't remember exactly what came after it, but
I don't know why.
What brand color are the Goblin player sleeves? I don't know. They look like Dragon Shield
reds.
They're not reds.
So Dragon Shield makes a lot of people at this store play Dragon Shield, and Dragon Shield makes 2 varieties. They make like their standard ones, and then they have their matte ones.
Yeah.
So these are definitely matte. And I assume they're Dragon Shield. I don't think Doug messes with other brands. Dragon Shield just lasts forever. Like they don't stay perfect forever, but they stay good for a long time.
I think so.
They do.
Oh, good. Thanks for pulling this up. So, okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. There was invasion block between those 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of blocks. I don't know what came out exactly after it, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's almost exactly 5 years.
Yeah.
We want to go the other way. There you go. So there's Urza's Saga.
In 98.
And then Mirrodin was 2003. So yeah, 4 years, I guess.
Right.
Onslaught is what we're looking at. But yeah, that's 4 years.
Yeah.
Here we go. Strike him down. Make him have it.
So this time, Jake Valentine's not having success sticking those Wild Growth Walkers. Doug getting
Crimson
the Chain
Max.
Whirler out.
There's a blocker.
And here's a bigger 3-drop.
There you go.
All right. So Doug hits his 4th land. Let's see if Jake can come with the heat. Oh, he misses the drop.
I don't know that he's missing. He's got a couple fine finales, it looks like. Down to 12.
Okay, so Doug plays off curve. He could have siege ganged here. So I don't know why he would necessarily play off curve, because Is it just better to get War Boss in than Siege Gang there in your mind?
I don't know. I don't think so, because then this turn you could have jammed War Boss and Siege Gang. Or you could have played Siege Gang and attacked with War Boss and gotten like the extra goblins.
Right. So here's Fine Finality. So I guess your Fine Finality, like all your...
Go ahead. End of turn, lightning strike. That one.
All right, what's Doug got here?
All right, so he needs another Fine Finality to win this.
I'm pretty sure he has one.
Got another finality in there.
Nope, does not. Okay.
Does not. Interesting.
So Jake would like to keep a hand with more than 2 cards under 6 cost. But it's his own fault for keeping that one.
Yeah, okay. It's a push, and Doug did it right. So over the course of 2 turns, the War Boss deals 5 damage.
Okay.
And then it ate the Fine Finality.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, over the course of 2 turns, the Siege Gang would have done 2 damage, or 5 damage, just from the attack.
Sure.
And then the Fine Finality, no, because he had Prospector. So Siege Gang would have allowed him to just sack his guys appropriately and kill him in response to the Fine Finality.
Sure.
So I would have just filled my curve.
Filled it out, yeah. He also had a lightning strike in hand at the end, so he may have been representing that. In case he played a blocker. That may have been a consideration as well. Jake going to 6. Decides to mulligan his bad hand this time. Doug has... Was that a 4-lander?
Is that a 4-lander? 1? I see 1 at least.
I don't know, that's a War Chief. Maybe a 2-lander even. We got a 1-lander here from Jake. It's probably not going to cut it. Or is it a 2-lander?
No,
I'd keep
you
a
got to go to
here.
5.
Down to 5, but that's fine. If it's the right
That's
5,
okay.
you can still win this.
You can go all the way down to 4.
All
and
the
still
way
have,
to 4.
And still have a real good chance of winning the game.
I really actively try to look. I always look. That's like getting your cake and eating it.
All right, here we go.
The discussion.
The best 5.
The discussion is
Keeping it and a
look
scry
or
to
no
the
look.
top. Yeah, I don't look because it's a waste of time. It doesn't matter. But that's, I mean, I'm not going to begrudge somebody
For looking.
their curiosity.
It's Schrodinger's card, you know? I would have paid the 2 life for this on turn 1.
For what on turn 1?
This Prospector.
He had a mountain in hand. He could have just played the mountain in that. I don't know if he drew the Prospector.
I just always want to have the option of, like, turn 2ing a War Boss.
Sure.
Or when you're light on
Creeper.
land and you turn to a War Chief, then you know, it's basically a rampant growth.
All right, so we're going to, no, not lava coiling. Just keeping the lightning strike up. Interesting decisions.
So he knows that he has 4 drops or 4 toughness guys, like so.
Yeah,
So maybe he wants to make sure he can just get everything out of the way.
I can see that, but it's also giving him a dies trigger, letting him redraw.
18.
Yeah.
So we have a cast down, I think, a Jade Light Ranger in hand.
Yeah, I think this matchup is hard for Doug because Jake is doing such a better thing on every turn.
Yeah. Oh, man, this Midnight Reaper, we're going to keep that on top for sure. War Chief.
The Chief of War gets cast down. And the Jade Light's going to come across for 4.
Midnight Reaper.
Empty hand. For now, so you kill it.
All right.
So Midnight Reaper.
Offer this.
This is going to be a good one in this matchup. War Chief. Doug's going to take a lot of damage this turn. I don't think he wants to block.
I don't think so either.
So he's just going to take 7 here.
7.
Puts him at 9. Not the end of the world. So he has the goblin, the 4/2 goblin that lets him kill one of these on his next turn, and then swing in for 3, I guess. We'll swing in for 7. But can he afford to take the 7 now? If Jake plays like a Carnage Tyrant, it's a huge deal. Okay. That's a play as well.
Hand, free tap.
All right,
Okay.
what do we got next?
So we're going to kill. Oh, God. It's going to gain or draw 2, take 2. That's exactly what Jake wanted.
I know. I don't know that I'd be on board with that.
Definitely killing a Midnight Reaper, but I don't know about that Jade Light. Oh, he just passes. That's not good.
So the problem is that he's got that Jake has these haymaker spells. So like I get that you're trying to keep the heat off you, but holy smokes!
And you got to block here because you're going to go down to 6.
You block one of them. Oh, you okay?
14. Draw 2.
Yeah, let me just refill my board here.
Refill my hand and then refill my board.
Right?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh,
Disgusting.
oh my God!
I don't even know that I want to keep this.
No, you bin that.
So you might keep it just so you can Assassin's Trophy your own guy.
Keep it.
I don't know that Doug has any haymakers here that you need to really be worried
Yeah,
about. but
Doug is.
your guys are just way bigger now, and this is a problem. Problem for Doug. Can't hit your own guy, you're right. It's a permanent you don't control. Or non-land permanent you don't control. No, it's just permanent.
Right, you can get their Tron land.
Tron Killer, hashtag.
Hashtag Tron Killer. Trash Master. I'm the Trash Man.
He is the trash man. All right, so we know what's on top for Jake. We know he has 2 lands in hand. Yeah, the Golgari deck is super grindy.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to... You got to get under it. And if you try and out...
I think you just attack with everything here.
Yeah, Jake definitely just attacks with everything.
You just let it go. It's fine. You're going to get to draw 2. And drew a Carnage Tyrant.
All right, well, here's a Carnage Tyrant. So what this card has is hexproof,
A big old butt.
trample,
A big old front. And
all the other important keywords. Can't be countered.
yes. It's just the inevitable death of all opponents is the Carnage Tyrant. You can Starve Extinction it.
Sure.
All right. Doug scoops them up.
Well, the goblins are fun to look at.
Yeah.
They're not very good.
I think they're okay. Golgari is just very good at grinding out the aggro decks.
Yes.
I don't like Doug's build. I don't think there's any reason to be in white, but
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of different ways you can put it together.
right. But I think the goblins as just like an archetype is fine.
So we've got we've got standard testing of the new standard. We're gonna have the whole set out by next week at this time.
Yes, we're gonna test some standard next week. Well, I'm not. You're not. Jake
Top Deck
is.
Productions is.
Yes.
So Top Deck Productions will be here testing some standard.
Do you think it'd be good on super hyper?
And we are going to have awesome deck lists.
Awesome.
Um,
Maybe mine. We'll see.
Bunch of damage and then try to draw through.
maybe yours.
I'm gonna
probably-
strong arm a deck list.
Yeah, your strong armor deck list in there. I'm gonna have to brew one up.
Sure, do it.
Yeah, we're gonna brew one up. I'm going to see what I can do in this blue-green
Throw some
world.
fisticuffs at people. Oh, you're blue-green in it?
We're gonna get into the blue-green world. I'm
That's a
gonna
little
reach up.
outside your wheelhouse.
It's outside my range. I agree.
If I was doing this testing and you're like, I'm going to give you this blue-green deck to play, I'd be like, it's a little awkward because I'm not going to play that deck. But if you came at me with a bunch of mountains, I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so maybe you'll also include an experimental frenzy list, just to make sure
Much better.
Just to make sure I get something involved there.
Much better.
Much better. The experimental frenzy list does not change that much.
What was that?
I think you get to stoke the spectators or whatever it's called. And
You should be able
that's about it. I don't think any of the new cards out of it are improvements over the old cards.
Okay. It's a bold choice.
I haven't seen the whole set, so
Yeah.
but I don't look at any of the guys that
You don't like
aren't-
the 2-drop that discard a card, draw a card when he enters the battlefield? Get Spectacle him for 4?
It's whatever.
Yeah, draw him 3 cards, no big deal.
3 cards?
If you cast the Spectacle, you discard your hand, draw 3.
Yeah, they still have like extra X1.
Oh, I don't know this card.
You absolutely know this card because the second it came out, you're like, oh, this card's sweet for the red deck. And I was like, yeah, sweet.
I can see that card replacing Risk Factor. But I don't think you want it in the Frenzy deck. I'll think on it.
We're going to think about it for about a week. Well, about 3 weeks, because that's when you're going to see us again.
Yep.
Unless you tune in to pre-release coverage. I might play some pre-releases. I don't know. You know what? We'll be back
We'll be back. Until then,
someday.
Until then, enjoy the testing.
Enjoy the testing. I hope you live, laugh, and love.
Oh, Jesus.
And I got nothing else.
Never
Bye.
say